Hey everyone, it's your Crocheter back from another video. You are seeing me in the daytime. It is 6:36 p.m. on the 9th of March. I just wanted to do this now because I'm going to my mom's tomorrow and wrestling is on tonight, so after wrestling I am going to go to bed. So I figured I would do this now. I do want to say a huge thank you to my 818 subscribers. And yes, I just looked. I have kind of a little bit to show. I have 5 new pattern releases that are live on Ravelry, and I'm going to show you them first. So my first one, I have 2 cows, 2 stuffed animals, and a shell. So the first one I have to show you is a cow that I designed. It is called X's on the Spot. And it looks like this. You can also make it to where it goes up like this. I wanted to make them long enough to do this, but they're not really long enough to do that. So if you wanted to, you could make it extremely long so that it is a hooded cow. So this is the first one. Like I said, this one is called X's on the Spot. I had to write it down because both of my cow patterns are kind of along the same thing. So this one has V stitches, X stitches, and small cluster stitches, which are basically 2 double crochet in the same stitch. And I used a 6.5 millimeter hook for these. And I did a foundation double crochet row, and then used Rel's way of joining it instead of doing the chain, which I will put that video below so you don't have to do the chain. You could just do a single crochet, half double crochet, or a double crochet. It teaches you how to do that without having to do the chain. So I really like that, especially for my designs that I've been doing. And I will put links to all of my patterns in the description box below. They are paid for patterns. They are $5. So, yeah. So my next one is, it's called X Marks the Spots because it also has the cross stitch in it. And it looks like this. And this one has the 2 double crochet clusters, 2 double crochet clusters, and the X stitch. And I did 68 for this, and you can also wear it like this. So I made this one also. So there's that one. I also made them in different ones. So like here's a solid red one that's pretty long. And this one might be able to be a hooded cow. Yeah, kinda. Not really. But like I said, this one, I had it upside down. This one is the X's on the spots. Or no, this one is X marks the spots. Like I said, so I did a solid one like that. And then I did another red one. And this is the first one, X's on the spots. So I did that one also. And that's pretty, nope, I have one more. Or no. The next 2 items I'm going to show you are part of my Octo Buddy Edition collection. Right now I have 2 of them. I have ideas to make more in the series. It's just, I kind of have to work on some charity work right now because I'm getting kind of behind on that one. So the first one I made is a cow, and he has 4 white legs and 4 black legs. But he's a cow, has a muzzle, has horns. I used black felt on him for his spots instead of crocheting the spots. And he has 1 black ear and 1 white ear. And that's my cow Octo Buddy. He is also $5. And then I made a pig one. Now the pig one, you can do a couple of different things with the pig. I personally think his ears should have been more on the side than up on top of his head. But I think he looks okay. Another thing you could do is cut out shapes like I did for the cow in brown to make him look like he's covered in mud. But yeah, that's my pig Octo Buddy. So I made him. And my last design that I designed is I made a shawl. And I would have made this one bigger, but I think I'm just going to let it alone for right now, just because working my hand really hurts from helping my gram and stuff. So I was working on it, but my hand just cramped up and they're swollen today and they're real tight and stuff. So I'm probably not going to do very much crochet today. I might give them a rest. So this is my X marks the spots. I think that's what I named it. I'm not sure. Everything like almost has the same exact name, and I need to get out of that because it's called X on the Spot shawl. So this is my pattern. So I use a 6.5 millimeter hook. Wanda, she tested it and used a smaller yarn, I think. So there is you can use a DK weight yarn, which I would use a 5 millimeter hook for that. I used worsted weight yarn, so I used a 6.5. But you use whatever you feel more comfortable with. And I probably will go back later and add on to this. It does have the arcs, the points that look like angel wings, so it does stay on you nicely. So yeah, so that's that one. And I have a couple more finished objects. I guess I did have one more. If this is another cowl, showing you the back of it. This is another cowl I designed. Looks like the first one, I'm not sure. And then I made a scarf that is just a little scarf for a little kid. And I made another one, but this one is an infinity scarf. I like my scarves to be able to wrap around twice. What is that? Maybe just a red fuzz. Yep, just a red piece of yarn. But it's just a double crochet scarf that I used Rel's pattern for. So that's all my finished objects. This is one of my whips that is like a scrap blanket. The ones that I like making. So I have that on the go. I think I'm always going to have one of them on the go. They work up really, really quickly. So I think I'm always going to have one of them on the go. I do have a confession to make. I did go back to Michael's because I wanted some bags, and I will show you what I mean here in a minute. But first I'm going to show you my three. Well, no, I'm going to show you my whip. This is a big whip. I also went to Walmart because I wanted to make some bigger blankets to try to sell. And I got some yarn to start 4 blankets, which is just solid colors. The one I'm going to show you is Dallas Cowboy colors. It's in Dusty Gray, Soft Navy, and Mainstays White. Red Heart Super Saver, Navy, Soft Navy, Red Heart Super Saver, Dusty Gray, and Mainstays White. And this is going to be big enough for a twin size bed. It's a corner to corner, and it is huge already. So I just started decreasing the one side over here, but this is it. Like I said, it is huge. And there's the tip of it. And then you got all of this. I'm going to have lots of ends to weave in, but that's okay. I'm on my second gray, my second white, and my second blue. And I am using a 6mm hook for this. So I'm slowly working on that. I also got enough yarn. When I got yarn to start either the Chicago Browns or the Denver Broncos, because they both have navy and orange. So I got enough to start those. I also got some to start working on a Penn State one. Oh, those are the bags. I didn't show you. These are the bags that I wanted to get at Michael's, the art bin. They have them at Joann's, but they're like $20. They're $19.99. And I got 2 of them at Joann's, which I thought was pretty expensive. And I seen that Michael's had some, and that they were $4.47. I went to Michael's to look at them, and they're not even big enough for one skein of Red Heart Super Saver. They're very small. They did have 2 like tote bags, but where the holes were was kind of weird. They were like in the middle of the one side, and I didn't think I'd like that. Well, while we were at Michael's, they still had their mandala tweed stripes on sale. They were $4.99, so I got a couple of them and started projects with them. I started these projects thinking about when I'm sitting at my desk and my kid wants to be over here with me. They're one skein, they're one cake. So I started some Marley Birds 1-ball shawl in 3 of them. So I'm gonna try to sell these. So I have this one started, and this one is in Talisman, and I'm using a 6mm hook for these also. So I'm in orange right now. Pretty soon I will be getting into like the yellow and the pink, and then yellow and purple, and then green and purple, and then blue and purple, and so yeah, this is really pretty. So I have that one started. I also have this one started. Like I said, I started 3 of them. I started this one, and this one is in Wishbone, which is this one right here. So I'm using a 6mm hook for that one also. And I started this one. So, And this one is in Shooting Star. I love this one. Sadly, they only had one left. So, I also got 4 other colorways. So, I got White Elephant. I got Dragonfly. I got Wishing Well. And I got Buddha. Another thing I wanted to go over is I got a new phone, and my old phone didn't take very good pictures of my stitch markers. So last night I deleted all of the old pictures of my stitch markers that I had posted, and I made some new stitch markers. They are in with the old stitch markers, but I did take better pictures. So if you would please go over and look at my new stitch marker pictures, and my new ones, that would be great. I made 2 sets of breast cancer stitch markers. I made a set of autism stitch markers. I made a couple sets of skull stitch markers. I think I made 5 sets last night. So, go over there and check them out. And like I said, if you want anything specific, please let me know. And I will get them out to you as soon as I can. I also made a paw, I think 2 sets of paw print stitch markers. I am getting into knitting stitch markers where it's just the ring and another ring, and then, or it's the ring and then it's whatever whatever the stitch marker is. I made 2 sets of them. So if you want, that's what I'll do. Since this video isn't really long, if you just give me a minute, I just have to and I'm gonna have another one. I did. Okay. I gotta fix down there anyway. Okay. So I have to go through this because I know exactly which markers I made last night. So if you just bear with me, I will get them out and show you them. Of course, now they're all tangled up. So actually I made 3 sets of breast cancer ribbons. And actually I made more than I thought I did. Now I'm missing 1 set that I made last night. Or am I? Nope, I think I got them all. Okay. So, I made this one right here. I made this set here. This set has 3 colored paw prints in it, and 3 little paw prints in it for the 3 bigger ones. So like this one right here is connected to a lobster clasp, which is for crochet. And then I have 3 here that are small that are connected to jump rings for knitting. So I have 2 sets of those. There's the other set. And then I have a set that has little skulls on, but big red beads. So I have this side right here is for knitting, and this side right here is for crochet. And the same with this set, except for these have orange and yellow beads on them. And then I made 3 sets of breast cancer awareness ribbons. So I have this set right here with the big pink beads. Then I have this set here with a hair attached to it with the little pink beads. And then I have this set here that has all pink, but they're big pink beads with little square beads, little square pink beads. There you go. And then I made this set here that has big blue beads that has wire around them, and then I used like a green pearly color, and I made a set of crochet autism awareness markers that are just the ribbons. So that's everything I made last night. If you would like any of these, please, like I said, get in touch with me. All of my stitch markers are on my stitch marker group, Liz's Stitch Markers. I will also have that link below to my Facebook group if you wanted to look at my stitch markers. I also have stitch markers that have hook sizes, and I have some markers that are row markers. They go in increments of 10, like 10, 20, 30, 40, so on. And they go up to 90 rows. If you need more than 90 rows, please let me know and I will make them. I will make you a fresh set. So I can go up to however many you want, like 110, 120. They do go, and like I said, they do go in increments of 10. But I think that is everything for now, and I will let you go. I'm going to work on some charity crochet, I think, for a little while. My hands still are pretty tight, so I don't know. I will talk to you guys later, or maybe I just might give my hands a rest and not crochet at all. So, alright, bye guys.